Well. Spurs own Manchester, y'all. Tottenham picked up right where they left off in the city of Manchester, putting two clean ones past Manchester. Just champions by a lot of people. That result. People, BBK Sports, it's not a watch along, not an up along. The build up to the Arsenal lead. Listen to the music, rock on, come in. Yes, people, welcome back to BBK Sports. Big up to the absolute legends checking in early, the early birds, the bluebird. Big up to Alvin, Sabi Pinky. Big up to your BBK All Star, baby girl. Grab your pum pum and wine. Big up yourself every single time. Big up to the Latvian Guna. Big up to Scans. Waiting for Monday Night Football, my brother. Waiting for it. AJ. What can I say about AJ that hasn't already been said? AJ the man. Big up to the assembled in the building as well. Please like the stream if you haven't done so. It really helps me out, people. Yes, it does. The same way the algorithm found you, because someone else hit the like and shared and commented and all that depth. But big up to every single one. Yes, people. Nah, it's not a watch along. It's not an up along. It's the build up to the Arsenal leads because I am not yet ready. I have told the audience before, I've told the community before, I'm not ready for the internet to see me have a meltdown live on stream. And it would be one of those games, right? Where I think we're safe. Oh, this is Leeds at home. We got it in the bag. I got this. I can do a watch along for this. And then we get punched up and I have a meltdown live on air. No, I can't do it yet. Can't do it yet. Have to work my way up to that. I like to watch the game, right? Like I don't know how some men do it. Like let me go in there, man. They might be watching the game and they might be doing the live commentary in the group chat. I love it still. I go get my breakdown from the game if I'm not able to watch. But I can't be watching the game and texting and do all that stuff. I like to focus on the game so I can get like form some kind of tactical analysis. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Big up to Bluebird. The assemble is here. Happy Pinky, like I said. Latvian Gunner bigging me up. Big up to Latvian Gunner every single time. I don't know if Latvian Gunner is doing a watch along, but I know he'll have something to say about the game afterwards. There or thereabouts. Big up to men like Scants. AJ, man, this guy, hardest working mod on YouTube. I wish there was some way I could pay him. You know. The assembled getting this dap. Leave this one on the screen for a second. There is the link for the Latvian Gunner for anyone who has not already subscribed to his channel. Shame on you if you have not. Big up to AFC always in the building, my bro. Hope you are well. Yeah. So what we saying, people? It is a general football chit chat today. Yeah, I don't have a rant. I don't have an axe to grind. Yeah, general football chat. And big up to AJ with the question. You know, I'm here for it. I'm here. I can answer all the questions today. You put a Q in front of it or a question mark behind it, I will get to it. But at 9:30 a.m. or 5:30 p.m. UK time, I am off here. I am gone. There is will be no FaceTime while the Arsenal is playing. Does Max make the bench today? Whew, that is a good one. You know, does Max make the bench today? I'd say yes. Right? But then again, I could say no and back it up with this answer. He traveled all the way to Manchester and didn't. All the way to Manchester, traveled, got on the coach or the train, however they got up there, just to not make the bench. Home in London, I would hope so. I would think so. And then what's the point? Because Catch from the catch up, was beating me up all week talking about how Max played well in preseason, which he did. But the amount of minutes he played in preseason, Arteta is going to use him. He's going to use him. And I said, how come man didn't even make bench? Okay, he went down there for the experience. Okay, that has nothing to do with his name making the bench. Even if you have no plans of playing, you can still put him on the bench. Many, many times. We've seen coaches have no intentions of playing players and still put them on the bench to fill out the squad. It's not nothing new. But I don't know what the thinking was behind him not putting him on the bench. But this question, right, like I could ask the question back to AJ, like, does Max make the bench today? I could ask the question. We shouldn't even be asking that question if he's that good and played that many minutes in preseason. We should be asking if Max plays minutes today. So him making bench shouldn't even be a question, to be fair. Agree or disagree? The fact that we have to ask if Max Diamond is going to make the bench should not be a question, in my opinion. The question we should be asking, how many minutes he's going to get. Wait, I think it is too early for him to be starting Premier League games. Yeah. But the question of asking, will he actually play today? We see what happens. But big up to AJ every single time. Scans, Liverpool, Arsenal watch along. Oh, my brother. Now, you know what? I'll pop into the Waffle Dance. I'll pop into the Waffle Dance stream in case he's doing one. Yeah, I don't think the anxiety is ready for that. But yeah, big up to Scans TV every single time. People, I can get back to the comments in a section, but we got a Man City fan in the building. We got man like Sharp and Ariza. What you saying to me, bro? You held 2 from the Spurs.
Lay the heck.
Did you man get too excited after beating Wolves relegation fodder?
No. It's bro. Sometimes I feel like Pep imposing personality too much on the team, bro, and the man. Them can't be themselves because even Sherky just look.
Your volume went out. Are you connected to your Bluetooth? I can't hear you. It started out well. I can't hear you right now. Hold on. Let me edit my mic settings. There you go.
Yeah, bro. I feel like Pep imposing personality on the team too much at times. Like, them look robotic, shirky, like them can't be themselves,
Yeah, jerky.
Even the goalkeeper, just watch the goalkeeper when him get the ball to him, but you can see that's like a training session player. And him don't know if he kick out the ball or pass it. Him just you pass the ball to the man who get marked like a madman, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think anyone from City played well today. None.
No, but even with the mishap, right? The same goal that we gave away, Alan got that fucking goal back where we could have just scored the same goal.
Yeah, he passed it.
Yeah.
He passed the ball. He ain't won it.
He missed a header. Sometimes I feel like him too is like the detriment of the team because him not really do that much, but him just pop up and score an occasional goal. Even to his credit to them, give Marmoush a goal. Marmoush, him was probably like one of the better players at first, and then him losing confidence.
Yeah, I hear it. But Pep did try to win though. He brought on Rodri. Ain't no one think Rodri gonna play till after international break. Rodri, Foden, Doku. Who else he brought on? He brought on the Bernardo. Who else?
Yeah.
Ake. Yeah,
the mad ants. Dark cool.
First, let's have y'all number, man. That's what it is. Bogey team settings.
Yes, Spurs just have them take it away. Yes.
Big up to Dana in the building, the first lady of BBK Sports. Big up to you, Mama. Hope you are well. Big up to every single one of you in the chat. That be a
Still,
goon, an LFC monster. Big up to every single one of you, brother. Um, yeah, man. You still feeling good about the league?
yeah. Still early stages. Spurs gonna go on like a five game losing streak.
Yeah, I hear it. Let me see who you got next.
We
Oh,
got
you got Brighton.
Brighton.
You got
We got
Brighton.
Brighton
Yeah,
down in Brighton.
yeah, that's Brighton away. That's a good game for y'all. Brighton play open, honest, too honest, too honest. Them man be too honest with their football.
Manchester Derby.
Yeah,
I feel like if you have Edison and you have this man, bro, you have to play Edison over this man.
nah, can't play Edison right now.
Because of the money talks.
Yeah, plus don't risk him getting injured. You're getting Donnarumma. Yeah, you can't play Edison right now. I know Edison is on the bench, but like, dude, this guy can't even kick a ball. Man can't even make a pass.
Right.
You know?
Well, it probably be a good thing for them can actually, because them said Donnarumma can play well with the feet, so they probably need to pivot on that really. At least he can save some ball.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. He's he's good at saving penalties. Good with his feet. Nah, that ain't Donnarumma's game. That ain't his thing.
Yeah,
But
then
yeah, man.
it wouldn't fit City then.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. I just had to taunt you for a little bit. Big up to you. I'm gonna jump back into these chats. Feel free to jump in the comment section if you please. BBK Sports is kicking off the Saturday morning football digest. You know the thing go.
Alright, that's alright.
Yeah, man. Bless up. Ladies and gentlemen, that was sharper than a razor. Man City fan out of the Miami, the MIAO. Let me jump back in these chats and see what the community is saying. This damn AFC, AFC just be rubbing it in. 40 degrees in Cyprus. I'll be looking. I'll be coming back looking like Ezday. You have to get to my shade first before you get to Ezday. But yeah, big up yourself, AFC always. You are enjoying, living your best life, my brother. 100%. Max is on the bench today, according to HOA. Okay. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Max should be touching pitch. We should be asking. Max is going to get some minutes today. Apologize if you see me looking up. I'm just glancing up at the Brentford and Villa game in the background to see, is Worcester even playing? I don't know. I need to check the lineup on that one. Like I said, people, not any formal rant today. I'm just going to be going to the chat. It's just a general football link up. I'm here for you. What phase is Thomas Frank in? Oh, my days. But here's the thing, though. Where City beat Wolves, yeah? City beat Wolves. Every single one of us expect. Well, I'm going to speak for myself. Wolves is one of the teams that I picked to go down. Wolves, Brentford, and someone else, right? City beat Wolves. I expect City to beat Wolves. Now, they did perform extremely well. 4-0, scintillating football. Cool. But Tottenham does this. This is not a one-off. Tottenham does this to Tottenham. To City. And this is not a Thomas Frank thing. And big up to Thomas Frank because I rate him highly. You can find many clips of me saying I rate Thomas Frank as a manager. I do. I think he's a fantastic manager. But this was not a Thomas Frank thing. Because we've seen Poch knock these men out the Champions League at their same ground. A title-winning Man City. Poch knocked them out the Champions League. Right? With prime Kevin De Bruyne, with prime Aguero and all them men. Knocked them out. And we've seen Jose go there and win. We've seen Nuno Espirito Santo beat Man City as Tottenham coach. And then we've seen Ange. Ange went there last year to that same stadium with no Van de Ven, with no Ramiro, and beat him 4-0. Man had a back line. Big up to the Saskaguna. Man had a back line of Ben Davies and Dragusin and went to the Etihad and keep a clean sheet. So Tottenham does this. Now, if you're not superstitious and you don't believe in the bogey thing, fair play. But there's something here. Tottenham beat Man City every year. So Tottenham beat them. Oh wait, we beat them last year at the Emirates. They're coming to the Emirates soon. In about a month's time. We must. Winning at Etihad. They did it. That's the phase he's in. That being good, Max must play today to boost Arteta's ego like he did with the Ethan a few years back. Yeah, the only problem with that is I don't want him to play Max, and then we don't see him for another 18 months. Like we didn't see Ethan for another 18 months. Big up to AJ again. In my opinion, he just makes the bench, and if we are 3-0 up, he gets minutes today. Fair. Big up to LFC Monster. What's good, Darren and the chat? Great start to the football. Yeah, you're loving that. And I was sitting there thinking, like, you know what? I see Rich Arlison doing this shit, housery and all that. I'm like, okay. This guy, he's a real pain in the ass, isn't it? But he was playing well. Kudus didn't play particularly well, but shit, I seen him put in the shift today. Yeah, man, Tottenham, I almost fixed my lips to say big up to them for taking 3 points off City. I was on, I predicted a 1-1 for this game, by the way. I didn't, I'm not going to run away from it. I knew there would be 2 goals in the game. I just didn't, I thought they'd be shared. Tottenham, I knew City wouldn't win this game. Let me say that. I knew Man City would not win. That was my point around this game. And I was on with Shane Gooner and DJB. And I think Shane predicted Liverpool and City to win their first 8 games. And I was like, nah, I think this is a 1-1. And, points dropped. Either way, Man City dropping points to Tottenham. Where are we? We are. No, read that one. Yeah, I'll stop right there. Yeah, good start to the football week. Unfortunately, you don't play until what? You don't play until Monday night, so it could be a nervy one for you still. Driving and streaming, isn't that very dangerous? Yes, AJ, that was my brother, like my real brother, same mom, same dad, but he's a City fan, and I just had to troll him this morning. Because last week after their 4-0, he was the first one to text me. So I sent him the link, and fair play to him, he showed up. Down in Florida, they have no rules. They do what the hell they want. Big up to Dana again. Big up on the chat. Have a wonderful weekend. It will be a wonderful weekend in about 3 hours when we get our 3 points and we can put our feet up and say, your turn, Liverpool. Smash the likes, but most importantly, subscribe to the channel. You heard the man. No too early excuse. Every game counts and matters. Fair. They say you can't win the league in August, but you can damn sure lose it. BBK Sports, would you pay 1,200 euros for a private boat with champagne? Under the right circumstances, yeah. For me and my wife, yeah, absolutely. For me and some random chick that I was dating or something like that, nah. This right here, wife prizes. Okay? This is a consequence that you get of being, Mrs. BBK. Imagine spending this type of dough on someone and then, you go marry someone else. Nah, this is stuff I do for the wife. Yeah, I would. How long? How long is the boat for? 4 hours? 3-4 hours? More than 3-4 hours on a boat, I'm inclined to want to get off. The Saskaguna said, unsubbing both account as my sports world is blocked from messaging. What? Who's has blocked Moss Sports World? Mods, have we blocked Moss Sports World? What's going on? Did I miss something? Did I miss something? Did Moss say something in the chat that got him blocked by the mods? Oh no. He can message me if he wants to ask me. I didn't block him. But I trust my mods. I trust these mods. I got the best mods in the business. With all due respect to this Saskaguna, if these mods blocked you, it ain't because you like Arteta. It's because you said some fuck shit, or you was abusing someone or something like that. But hey, if you unsubbed hey, that's fine. That's fine. No one is forcing anyone to be here. No, it's all good. But big up to you every single time. Prediction, BBK in the chat. Yeah, I got Dana. I got us 2-0. I got us 2-0 to the Arsenal. Difficult game to begin with, but comfortable scoreline in the end is what I'm going with. That's the narrative that I'm running. Yeah, I think we get it done. I think we get 2-0. Gyökeres backs today. Declan Rice, late runner in the box. He backs today as well. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. The Saskaguna say we should win 2. There we go. See? The Saskaguna and I are seeing eye to eye. Spuds always get City, except when it means something like Champions League qualification. I hear it. Oh, okay. Now I see down here. I said, this is Moss. You've blocked from the chats. All right. Well, obviously, you aren't blocked, my guy. You are here in the community. So welcome. Welcome, and do your thing, man. Spread love the Arsenal way. Spread some Guna love in the chat. Big up to Lynch. Big ups, BBK, City Implosion. Come on, you Gunners. Frank. Lynch, we knew Frank was a good manager. I seen him. I watched some tactical inside show with him on Sky Sports one time, and the way he sets up his team, I was like, this guy knows a thing or two about coaching. And you give him better players, he'll cook. But I'm not just going to put this performance down to a Frank masterclass. I've seen every manager who has managed Tottenham all the way back to Poch. I'm only doing since Pep's been there. Poch went there, knocked them out the champs. Poch has went there as one there. Like Tottenham beat City, they do it. Supporting Arsenal should come with free therapy. You know what? We can give each other therapy. Because this thing, we don't have to be licensed to dish it out. So it's like you need an outlet to support this club. 1-0 to Brentford. 1-0 to Brentford, people. Brentford, Bournemouth are leading Wolves 1-0. That's the low score update. Let me see if Wissa started today. No Wissa in the squad. Yeah. Oh, he's suspended. I don't know if the team's suspended, but there's a red card next to his name. But yeah, I am with you, Dana. Free therapy, especially in the latter parts of the season. It should be a full-time. Oh, my days. Saskaguna said my channel has freedom of speech and debate opinion. It's fair. Like I said, none of these mods would block you if you weren't if freedom of speech. I got plenty. I had someone come in here the other day and said it was a bunch of crybaby B words in here. No one blocked them. No one blocked him. He came, he said what he had to say, and he left. Wow, big up to Why Not. Arteta is a sore loser, and you are for backing him, you cook. Big up to you, bro. Hope everything blessed. I'm start with the leg. Hope the leg family is good enough already. Big up, man. Big up to you, brother. Every single time. Can't get my words out this morning. But big up to Why Not. Hope you are good, my bro. I'm gonna see you in a minute, but prayers as always. Manners and respect every single time. My stream partner in crime, people, the Waffle Don. You can catch him on the 5 Guns either today or tomorrow for a review of the Arsenal game versus Leeds. LFC Monster said praying for a 1-1 draw with Arsenal Leeds today. Why would you even put this in the air? Why would you even put this in the air, my brother? Yeah, no, we're not losing to Leeds, bro. If we lose to Leeds, I will go live right after. So you can come cook me in the chat. Um, yeah, I'll let the mods and Sasky Guna talk it out, you know. But yeah, brother, I'm pretty sure there was something there when your mods. I've been telling you this for weeks, brother. I haven't. You got mad mods. Nah, brother. These mods are pretty. I put my mods up against any mods on YouTube. These guys are the best, man. Are the absolute best. But we're glad to have you back, man. We're glad to have you back. I didn't instruct anyone to block you, but yeah, all good. All good. You say you told me many, many times at that other channel. If I'm on another channel and you put it in the chat, doesn't mean I've seen it. You know, but you know. Oh, good, man. Semenyo assists. When will I learn? Brother, so my FPL, I did a man yesterday, right? I did an absolute madness. Captain Cole Palmer. But before I got out, I didn't save a vice captain. I don't know. Somehow it defaulted to the goalkeeper, which is probably not gonna play. So I don't know. My FPL. And you know what? I've won the FPL league that I've been in 3 years running, but this year I'd be lucky to scrape a top 10 because I only got 35 points last week. I am shitting bricks, bro. I am shitting bricks. Big up Jagans in the building. Bless up BBK on the chat. But there, big up to you every single time. Yeah, I didn't make a prediction. He said, no one surprised City lost. Yeah, bro. Tottenham do them. Tottenham is that man's bogey, man. They do them every single time. Yeah. So, yeah, it's as luck. The thing is, as lucky as Thomas Frank is, or as good as Thomas Frank is, you know, the next manager that takes over Tottenham, you know, will probably go to City and win. Bro, not allowed to tell the truth. Now, Sasky Gunner, if you're going to be a sassy, whiny little bitch, you can fuck off. You can unsubscribe and fuck off. Don't hijack my chat room talking about my mods, but I talk to these mods every single day, bro. You can fuck off. There's a giant X up at top. You can unsub and go on about your business. No one's begging you to sub. With a bumble clot. I tried to ignore your shit, but you just coming in here on this trolling shit, my bro. Go on, man. You don't have to watch BBK Sports. Go watch Egal and them. What are we doing? What truth are you talking about? No one's blocking you for any opinion. Unless you got abusive in the chat, I'm pretty sure that's why they block you. Coming here talking about no truth is allowed. So what you say is the truth, and what everyone else is saying is not the truth because they disagree with you. Come on, bro. Well, you can fuck right off. Don't come back if you don't want to. Don't care. Now, back to the game. Agent Pep Linders strikes first home game of the season. Hey, that's the same. You turn your back so quick, you will be missed. The Del Boy Gunner hasn't gone live in months. Shit. Yeah. LFC Monster said Palace versus Forest tomorrow will be another amped up game after this. Yeah, that's going to be a good one, you know. What time is that one? What time is that game? Okay, that one comes on at 6 a.m. my time. Yeah, man, brother. AFC always. Brother, man, fuck that guy, man. But matter of fact, I'm gonna block him if I see him come back in here. And that's an old man too, you know. You're supposed to be old and smart. You know? Shit, man. The beauty about YouTube, like channels that I don't like, I don't watch. Imagine going into a chat room and crying and cursing like a little child, like a petulant little child. And that man has to be 50 something years old. Big up to Latvian Guna, big up AFC, big up to Don Abs. You know, you got to big up Don Abs every single time. Come on and relax, people. It's always them in it. It's always that one. Yeah, always that. A draw with Arsenal and City losing will make a draw at Newcastle easier to take. I actually got you man winning. I actually got you man winning 1-0 late Salah goal. I think that will make it difficult for you, but I think you win. You know. Big up, and I hope you get relegated. Arsenal at Netflix, plenty of drama and no titles, and the always next season. I had Palmer as vice captain. Who was your captain? Yeah, man, I expected, because I knew it was going to be a big result. I predicted 3-1. I thought Palmer was going to do damage. But, you know, Chelsea did the damn thing. And that Graham Potter looked like a man just out of his depth, you know? You know, Sky Sports was on to him yesterday too, man. Sky Sports was definitely on to him. I have 2 points so far for the week. I'm doing better than that because I had João Pedro in my chat. So let's see how it goes. Not to be relegated to the 60s, but we got Burnley 1-0. That being good. You did not have João Pedro, and the people who had Allen in the FPL had a man. Yep, I did not. I had him. I had João Pedro. Didn't captain him though, but you know, I think Mo Salah would do something. If they blocked, how are they asking you? And that's the thing, right? I got subscriber mode only on. I got it on. So man, subscribe, wait the 5 minutes only to come in here and do that. And I just checked the numbers. He unsubscribed from both his accounts. So that's when I told him to fuck off. Because essentially he subscribed just so he could come here and do that. Come on, man. Child's behavior. Child's behavior for someone that old. Don't have time for that, man. A big man. But Sasuke Guna, you can fuck right off. Is they gonna be present at the home game later if we have not announced him yet? Yeah, he'll be there. He'll probably have a walkout. And massive way. But you know he won't be announced because you know the Arsenal media team is gonna take at least 4 or 5 days to put the video together because they have to put a Tottenham dig in there somewhere. You know there's gonna be somehow there's gonna be a Spurs slight. They might even put Sol Campbell in the in the video. There has to be some Tottenham trolling as an introduction video. Yes. Yeah, he does. Because I just noticed, like, I just lost 2 subs, and I know it's him. Now, who does that? Who the hell does that? I'm gonna sub to you. I don't like you. I'm gonna unsub to you, but I'm gonna sub to you in subscriber mode so I can talk to you and say this, and then, come on, man. Come on. Who got time for that? Do you think they weed out Eze today? I think they do. I think they absolutely do. AFC always, of course, I am sick and tired. Yeah. I think it's the same one. He's the same one that went after Tony Cloud in the Waffle Down, isn't it? Yeah, I think Tony on the Angry Gooners. Tony Cloud and the Waffle Down have a weekly stream they call Angry Gooners. Right? That's just the title of the show. And man then put up the title of the show in the thumbnail with a chat GPT generated 2 Arsenal fans that are angry. And the show didn't even start. Man was in the comments saying top Gooner-ish. And Tony had to start off the show Tony and Wahodan had to start off the show saying, it's just a title. We're going to have a debate. Ah, Jesus. Snowflake settings, man. Nah, this Madueke, but this Madueke, but Kudus was my first choice. Levels ahead Madueke. He is a problem to all ops. Yeah, his hold-up play is ridiculous, you know. They damn near have to foul him sometimes to get him off the ball. But you can tell he's tired today. He's tired. Caps, I think he will get 15 minutes off the bench today. Rah, okay. I hear it. Depending on how the game goes, if it's a close game, it's a close game. It's a man. If Madueke comes on, I hope he scores. Yeah. In a game like this, Madueke should bang in it when we're gonna have the ball and we're gonna attack Leeds, are we not? We must attack Leeds. I mean, you didn't join my FPL, brother. I might not even, because now I'm 2 weeks behind. And with the points that I'm on, I'll be at the very bottom of your league. But you know what? I'm gonna do it. And I'm gonna give myself a challenge and see if I can climb up to the top half of the table by Christmas. Where am I at? Caps, if they do, they go and buy Bowen. Yeah, now Bowen signed like an 8-year deal, you know. He signed like he did one of them Chelsea death row contracts, and he just did it last year, I think it was last year. But they look bad. NFC Monster said, I will say with 2-1, but St. James at Etihad Emirates are grounds I'm not disappointed getting a draw in our away games. You got to win that one, man. You got to win that right now, because right now Tottenham is sitting on top of the table, isn't it? Tottenham is sitting on top of the table with 5 goals scored, none conceded. It's sassy. Yeah, he's definitely need to take the K out of his name, man. He's fully Sasky. If Nuna gets sacked, they're looking at Moreno or Big Ange. Okay, fair play. Fair play to Big Ange, you know. Big Ange knows that he's going to get other jobs in world football. Arsenal will take ages to announce anything. Yeah, bro. They just contact themselves to make a cameo in the video. No, but there has to be a Tottenham big in the announcement video for Eze. Or it just wouldn't be Arsenal. Because they'll take a swipe at us if it were them. The stupid thing is Darren serves to protect freedom, including free speech. Brother. Man. With a comment like that, LFC Monster. Mad comment, my bro. Mad comment. And the thing is, I serve to protect freedom of speech, and I don't even have it. Because as a service member, I can't say certain things, or I could be held in contempt, especially as an officer. So if I said something, even a public platform like this, and I come and I say something about the president, who is the commander-in-chief, I would be in violation of the UCMJ, Uniform Code of Military Justice. A man is gonna subscribe to a YouTube channel to come pout like a baby and unsubscribe from 2 channels. Like, oh, but I'm not bad. That man think I'm gonna kiss ass for some subs. Subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and then we move on. You know what I'm saying? And he thinks everyone who's subscribed to his channel agree with his opinions. Yeah? How arrogant of you to think that. You think I think all 1,600 of you that are subscribed to the channel agree with my opinions? No. Nor do I want you to. If everyone in the room is thinking the same thing, someone isn't thinking. The law of averages does not support that. You know what I'm saying? Now, one thing I will ban someone for is coming in here talking shit about these mods. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna take a second and pause here. There's a reason why there are certain channels that I used to go on, and there are certain men that you used to see. I come on the channel that you won't see them on here anymore, and I won't go on their channels, because when I do go on their channels, the energy is different. Yeah, when men come over here, The minute any one of these mods, AJ, E. Ross, he assembled the Waffle Down. The minute anyone is on this channel, their link is in the chat and they're getting subs, right? But when I go on certain channels, their mods don't have the same energy. I see the energy from these mods over here. I see it on Shane Guna's channel, Aaron, DJB, all of you. So big up to every single one of you. So I've never banned anyone ever from the channel. But the next motherfucker who comes over here and talks shit about these mods will get banned. And you can believe that. Eze for me, top 3 attacking mids in the Prem. There was not a better available number 10 than Eze, is my position. That's why I was so gassed about it. And then after I said, I don't think we're getting Eze, some people took that as me saying, I didn't want him. So the next day when Eze was announced, oh, I told you, hold that BBK. Brother, whenever I ever said I didn't want Eze, I said I didn't think the club would. I didn't think Arteta wanted him. I went on a rant saying, okay, Bertha was the best available sporting director. We went and got him. Gyökeres was the best available striker. We went and got him. Zubimendi was apparently the best defensive midfielder. We went and got him. So is there a better attacking midfielder on the market right now who's available? Eze, go get him. Now the circumstances on how we got him is a little shaky, but we got him. He's an Arsenal player, and I'm absolutely over the moon. So yeah, fair statement from my bro, the Waffle Don. Salt and Righty would be good. Yeah, it would be just rub it in, innit? But then we have to do that. We have to go on the win something. Big up AJ and May. Big up every single one of you, man. These mods. Watch Arsenal not even unveil Eze today at halftime. Yeah. Eze might not even be in the stadium, innit? That needs to find a girl. I can't believe, man come crying. They blocked me. Nah, brother. You did something. You know, sometimes when I end the show and I go into the studio to look at the stream, even as best as I try to respond to every single comment, there are times when I go in there and I see 400 and something comments. There is no way sometimes I'm going to keep up with those. And a lot of times when our beloved E. Ross enters the chat and I go to the music, because the way StreamYard is set up, I have to go to the music, I lose track of the chat. So, so a lot of the comments become casualties of E. Ross when I go to play the music, because then if I have 100 chats in here and I go to the music, it's gonna skip half of them when I come back into the comment section. He cooks in all the top teams. He would. Kudus is a baller, man. He is class. He is press resistant, has a clean touch. It's a mad one. Latvian Guna said, ex-Arsenal ballad injured for Sunderland. Someone got triple captain. Oh, hell. I struck goal. Peace to scene. Let's see, we got Villa losing to Brentford. What did I pick for the Villa-Brentford game? I picked Villa 1-0, so that's out the window. I had a May on that one. I had a big old May on that one. I might stay on here until the lineup comes out. Oh, my days. Where am I at? Big Ange. The Marino. I'd take Marino over Arteta. Brother, Marino gets called a dinosaur. There's too much disrespect on Marino's name, Really too much disrespect. Because Marino did, what Marino did at Chelsea, the pressure that he was under when he came to Chelsea and did a back-to-back. He is one of only 3 managers that won the Premier League back-to-back. It's him, it's Pep, and it's Fergie. Wenger didn't even do that. And he took the Premier League from an invincible team and retained it. Did have fantastic players, world-class players, but he still had to do it. And then comes back to the Premier Leagues, 9 years later? 20, came back in 2015, left in, okay. Yeah, came back 8-9 years later and won another Prem. Too much disrespect on Jose's name that he's washed and all this. And it's usually from Arsenal fans saying that, that Mourinho is washed. Because I've heard him say it about Conte, that Conte is washed. The man who just won the Serie A. Cape. Talking to you, KP. Big Ange is a cup manager, but awful in the league. Fair statement. There's data. Facts, data, statistics there to back up this opinion. That's what we're saying. Not a crazy statement to make. It's based in logic because you have evidence to back that up. You know, I hear it. There are as many Arsenal channels who I subscribe to whom I think they chat pure shit from original message now slanging that hope. They have my subscription but no view. It's a false equivalent. Hey, man. I don't know why. I think we're supposed to just suck him off or something. What's wrong with him? And feel the red. Big up to you. Say, why do you see on the screen still? My brother, why are you focusing on the? You see a Premier League over here. You see the La Liga. You see the Serie A. You see the Bundesliga. You see the Prem. Why are you focused on the champs? It's gonna stay there, bro. He's gonna stay. If you ask nicely, I might take it down. Or if you send a super chat. Nah, I'm just kidding. It'll cost you a £50 super chat. Nah, I'm just kidding. It stays there. But big up to you, bro. Yeah, Bowen is married to West Ham. Yeah, bro. No divorce pending. That is a lifetime contract. Big up to Rambo Kanambo from the Unapologetic Podcast. One time, one family, one link. Come on, you Gunners. G Wills, the only thing capable of defeating this Arsenal team is stopping. Big up to you, bro. Why not? If they go down, I fully believe it's the Leeds, in my opinion. Yeah, he might have a clause. He might have one of those clauses. A lot of players do. A lot of players have relegation clauses. Now, I hope a lot of these Man City players like Cherky and Marmouche and these men have like a 115 if they find guilty and get a transfer ban clause. I can get out of here. Because I don't think any big player should be committing their future to Manchester City right now, knowing them men are under the cush of 115 charges. Drawn out so long that people actually forget that them men are still on the case, you know. Oh, man. I thought Mourinho was at Benfica. Nah. He's at where the hell is he at right now? Mourinho. Yeah, he's at Fenerbahce. Yeah. Fenerbahce, somewhere in Turkey. I was hoping he would take trust out of our hands. Oh, there we go. See? That being good, man. That being good. I got all the knowledge. Anfield the Red said Brentford 1-0 right now in the match week 1 red carded Villa side drew with Newcastle. Newcastle are cooked. Nah, Newcastle. I think Newcastle will be all right. They're gonna eat a piece of pancake early, but I think they recover. I rate their midfield still. They're just gonna have to, score goals by committee and actually play Gordon on that left hand side and go get a striker, bro. Just go get a striker. Go get Nico Jackson. Go get Danny Welbeck from Brighton. Something. But they need to get a striker. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. It really helps me out. It does. But not if you're going to come in here and do the sassy thing. It's pointless. It's like those dead accounts, those dead burner accounts now. Big up to you, man. Yeah, he's a lifer, bro. Big up to Gavin, the legend. Hope you are well, my bro. Parrot is our leader, y'all. He knows all of you. Must follow him. Man, that man must think that's what goes on over here. I can't tell you how many times I get called out by this Parrot chat, and I appreciate it. I remember a couple of times I've said something that was factually incorrect, and Static, Hendo Gooner, correct me on the spot. You think I'm old, man? No, I'm right. You're wrong. I'm gonna kick you out of here. What? Come on, my bro. Come on, man. Some men don't even holler when you do redirects, right? I don't know if I missed something up there with the redirects, but even you, I see man redirecting to man who won't even holler. Look at that, man. Man redirecting to bro. My stance on redirecting is, if you've never been on their channel, don't redirect to them. Right? If man has never invited you onto their chat, so yeah, I'll redirect to Waffle Don, Shane, Aaron's, I've even redirected north side. Sheed, all them, man. Yeah. Man be redirected to someone hoping that they will, get that forward. Some of these big channels only see each other. They look past, but, as if they started with 50,000 subs. You know what I mean? But we build it as we fly it, one sub at a time, or 2 unsubscribers at a time if you're a Saskia Gooner. Everyone is entitled to their opinion, is fine, but when it gets personal, it's yeah, come on. Yeah, we don't do that. We do not do that. Football can bring out the worst in people in it. But, I argue with men on stream. Then once we move on to the next subject, that is done. Semenyo, future baller, Ballon d'Or winner. That's a little stretch there. It's a little stretch. But he's a baller still, not going to lie. And I rate Iraola as a good manager. Bournemouth was missing a lot of good players, 3-4 good players when they showed up to Enfield, I think they were missing that Katero, Clivert, a couple of others. I think Cook was missing as well. Yeah, man, big up to AFC always. That could be what it is, He got offended because we were talking about his Lord. We were talking about Lord Teta. You would get offended, innit? Where is it? I must find it. Would get offended. Man, see, I must have put this up one day and it triggered him. Don't tell me I did that. Don't tell me I've been that bad. But yeah. Back to these comments, man. Big up to Darren Martin in the building. The legendary Darren Martin. Let me get this off the screen before Saskia Gooner pop back in here and have another go at us. Big up to Vigilante as well. Some legends in the chat, man. I don't skip these when I do my solo. Where we at? Darren said, been here from the start, just getting a chance to say big up to you, my brother, every single time. Manners and respect. The people know the badness go. Apparently there was going to get Eze closer to the end of the window. Apparently. Bruh. They man need to. But this is what I don't like, Caps. When they trusted the Eze signing, that Eze would go all the way to the line without crossing it. And all the way to the line, I mean, agreeing to personal terms with Tottenham. Because man is 27. Man don't have time to sit around until deadline day and for Arsenal to do a clerical error and didn't send the paperwork in time. Eze has to look after Eze at the end of the day. After all, this is the same club that released him when he was, 10 or 13? E-Ross is worth the sacrifice, right? When you said E-Ross, I had to look over to see if he was in here so I could go drop the music. But, yeah, big up to E-Ross every single time. Another mod. It's been amazing. My missus fell in love with Cyprus, and she doesn't want to. Do they ever? Do they ever, my brother? Yeah, when I was in Germany, I took my wife to Budapest, and she wants to go to Budapest every year now. But it is a fantastic city. Brentford goal. I'm pretty sure someone said it in the chat, but I'm just seeing it. 2-0. Unai attacks. Bro, Kudus is a beast, bro. He starts for us. Absolutely starts for us. Big up to man. With the squad that we have, says Dana, do we have a chance at the league or Champions League, in your opinion? We have a chance. We have a chance. Now, let's just say it's a 4-team race, right? If it's a 4-team race between Liverpool, City, Chelsea, Arsenal, say it's a 4-team race. It's not a 25-25-25. It's not a quarter of the pie each. Set piece goal. Keeper did a mare. First to react. Bang. It's not at 25-25. It's Liverpool with 40% of it. It's City with 35% of it. All right. And then Chelsea and Arsenal are fighting over the other 25. It's not all equal. We have a chance, but it is a small chance of winning the league. I think we have a better chance of winning one of the cups. And to think we had a chance to sign Kudus for 40 mil and we signed Calafiori instead. Yeah. Absolutely, man. Yeah, I did not. You have it, man. Yeah. And if anyone sees it when he enters the chat, then EOS alert, because the way my screen is split, I don't always see it. Like the StreamYard comment section loads very slowly. The YouTube chat is on my extension on my monitor. That's why you always see me looking over there. But this one is a couple seconds behind, so sometimes I miss them, especially when the comment section is as active as it is today. Vigilante's link, if you haven't subscribed to the AFC Vigilante, man. Top guy. Arsenal be in every competition right to the end and at least win 1 or 2 this season. That's the standard now. Yeah, the bar has been set. To be fair, we've already set the bar on this side. It's the other lot that's just been contextualizing and putting just letting them off the hook, because this is the thing. Context is real. I'm not going to deny context. Like if Arteta was constantly getting to finals, the energy around the fan base would be different, because I believe you get to 3 finals, you'll win one of them. You know what I mean? So we would have silverware. So the energy around the fan base would be different. The problem is we're not winning any of them, and then we contextualize. And context, stick around long enough, it becomes an excuse. Yeah. You know, context is the damn caterpillar, and excuse is the butterfly. It morphs into it over time. Enough context. Yeah. Bang, it turns into a damn excuse for Mikhail. Apparently, Thomas Frank is one of 3 managers who've beaten Pep with 2 different clubs. Ooh, shit. Is the Lord Pep starting to crack? Nah, I think Pep would be fine. I just think the bogey team thing, if you believe in the bogey team thing and you use the Tottenham City as your thesis and base your research on to formulate your opinion or your conclusion, then it's a compelling argument. I mean, if you don't, you just think, hey, football is football and these things happen. Fair enough. But there's something there. Tottenham beat this thing last year. I think the context around Tottenham last year in Man City was, we see Tottenham beat the Villa team, who was good last year. We rated Villa. We rated Villa as a good team last year. Seen Tottenham beat them. Then we see Tottenham lose to Ipswich at home, and then go beat City 4-0 away with Ben Davies in the back line, with no Romero, with no Van der Ven. Beat them 4-0, clean sheet away. It's crazy. Arsenal fans say Allegri, Mancini, Jose Conte are washed. Even Ancelotti and Flick have some have said are washed. Yeah, are washed. Yep. But Arteta ain't even put the damn clothes in yet in the machine. I don't know how they cast off all these serial winners for Mr. Second. Criminal. I don't know how we put so much standards on everyone else's manager except for our own. As if you winning La Liga, I'm winning. The Liverpool fans will beat us with the UCL stick to the end of time, which is fair. Until we fix that, we have to hold that. But big up to Anfield the Red every single time. Our club allows you, man, to talk to us that way. And we can't do anything about it. Not yet. Hansi Flick wash out on earth. Bro, I've been told on this channel that Conte is washed. I'm like, bro, you know that he is the current winner of the Serie A. And he just won it with Inter. Left Inter, went to Napoli, lost his 2 best players, and won it. Let me see Arteta do that. Then I'll change my tune. You know what I'm saying? The managers that win are washed. Oh my God. That is crazy. He was washed at German national team, brother. But there's some people's football opinions is just purely, purely based in emotion. You just don't like him. Let's say that. You know, true story. Couldn't stand Michael Jordan when he played basketball. Hated him because I'm a New York Knicks fan, and he used to do us every single year. Hated him. Couldn't stand him while he was playing. The most hated player. There is not one basketball player that I hated the most than Michael Jordan. But I can't sit here and deny that he's the GOAT. Couldn't stand that motherfucker. But so when you don't like Conte, okay, cool. But don't pretend like he's not that guy. You don't like Mourinho, do not pretend like he is not that guy. Winning the Champions League with Porto, come on. Arteta don't even belong in the same sentence with any of these men that they're calling washed. And Arteta has to get to the level where he could even be considered washed. Like you have to arrive. Like when you got has-beens, like Hollywood actors who were hot back in the day. You remember your Jean-Claude Van Dammes and your Dolph Lundgrens, and then your Sly Stallones, and people call them has-beens. But they had to get there to become a has-been. You got has-beens, and then you got never was. So if Mourinho, Conte, Hansi Flick, and all these men are washed or has-beens, then Arteta is a never was. He couldn't even get to the mountaintop to be pushed off. Man, it's chilling in Istanbul. To be fair, I try my best to acknowledge everyone in the chat. Shout out to everyone. Sadly, I can't put the link myself in the chat, so I'm thankful that Eros Vigilante are the hardest working, hardest working. I will take no slander. I say like there are some footballers like if I'm on here, I would take no Ronaldinho or no Zidane slander. I will kick you out the studio if you're on here talking about Zizou and Ronaldinho. Gaucho. Anyone comes in here and talks shit about AJ or AFC always as a mod, out they go. Big up to the Latvian Gooner. Every single time. BBK in the chat, got to bounce fresh enough for something to eat before entertainment starts tonight. Pew, pew, pew. Big up to you, AFC, always. Checking in from Cyprus on holiday. Always got time for it. Big up to you, man. Newcastle midfield is strong, probably one of the best in the Premier. It's strong and it's very balanced. Very well balanced. They work well together. But I think the Liverpool midfield is up there as well. Vigilante say AFC, big up and enjoy your day. It's up to the Latvian Gooner. There he is. Big up to all 20 of you locked in. Appreciate you every single time. 20 watches, 17 likes. I can work with that. Usually go for half. A big up to you. Keep forgetting Cyprus is 2 away in front of the UK. Oh yeah, his time is a little off, isn't it? Yeah. And I am 9 hours. 8. Keep forgetting. 8 hours behind the UK. If I have $1 for every time I had to ban him, I'd be mining from the bed somewhere now. Or the beach somewhere, I think you meant to say. Damsgaard, 2-0 Brentford. Brentford cooking Villa, man. Cooking him. Big up to Anfield the Red. I sub to him. Make sure you sub to all these legends. AFC, Anfield the Red. We do give Liverpool their flowers over here. A couple of Liverpool fans are well and good people that come through the chat. Troll for a little bit to include Anfield the Red talking about the UCL on the screen. But big up to you, man. Then if we had Luis Enrique or Hansi Flick, I'd say with chess we are winning the league and the Champions League double. Yeah, because that man have done it. That man have been there, done that. Arteta have been where? Done what? Oh, man. Let me put my phone over here so I can get a live update on the scores. Oh, that was a foul. Okay. 1-0 Bournemouth, 1-0 Brentford, 0-0 Sunderland. We move. Big up to Dr. Seymour Butts. We got the BBK in the chat. Lovely day out here. Balmy, 22 degrees Celsius, sunny and blue skies. Not a cloud in sight. That's what's up. In the great state of Washington, I am at what? 60 degrees Fahrenheit. So I don't know. That's single digits. That is single digit. Let me see if I can do the quick conversion. Fucking hell. Nice weather though, man. I'm not gonna lie. And 17 degrees right now with a high of 26. I can work with that. The academy level, most clubs keep the best players and release the rest. Apparently, those who want it the most will make their way back. As they made his way back. As they come into Arsenal with a point to prove, I like. Yeah, man wants to be here. I want to play for this club. Wouldn't be surprised if he kissed the badge the first goal he scores. And if we're up comfortably and we get a pen, give it to him. Shit, we gave Havertz a charity penalty. Remember it against Bournemouth, we gave Havertz a charity penalty to get his confidence up. Give it to Eze so he can score and fulfill his dream. Someone needs to check Martinelli's passport because he's definitely that man might have been conceived or delivered in Brazil. Because you know them ways, you know how there are different ways you can earn citizenship. He might have been, granted citizenship some other way. Latvian Guna, big up primo, espero que todo bien. Let me say, big up cuz, espero que todo bien. All is good, all is well. I'll get out of that. All is clear. Spurs are coming, says not Brett May. Spurs do what they do every year, that Brett. They beat City. I'm gonna leave it right there with them. That's what it is. Big up to men like Raheem Buckham, Liverpool God, die-hard Liverpool fan. Big up to you, bro. Hope all is good out there on your side of the world. And I hope that you lose Monday night, even though I predicted you to win. Hope that you lose. I hope Newcastle make it personal. Work up, boy. Cap said, AJ, I want every manager that's in charge of Arsenal to win, but I don't think this guy's good enough. And what's wrong with that? Why is this a controversial statement? But someone will read this and be like, man, this guy is negative. Just get behind the club and get behind the manager. What makes you think I didn't get behind him in 2022? In 2023? Pause. But we've been behind the club. We just, how much more do you need to see? Right? Now, if he happens to do it this year, fair play. But let's not act like we weren't supposed to respond to the past 3 years of failure. Someone needs to check tactics as they highlight the worst attributes of the players, in my opinion. He is not that guy, man. Caps, factually not good enough. 1 from possible 22. Doesn't lie. Yep. And of 26 this year. This number will change, right? This number is a living number. Will change. Possible 26. Now, will the 1 change? Now, even if this goes from 3 to 26, it's still a poor record. But we'll take the 3. Right? We'll take the Premier League and the Champions League. We'll take the Premier and the FA Cup. We'll take the Champions League and the Carabao. But this needs to change to a 3. We'll make his already poor record still poor. But like Dr. Seymour Butt so eloquently said yesterday, there's no such thing as failing upwards. Words from the doctor. And big him up. Just like AJ said, big him up. I'm Arsenal fan and Arteta and like these followers. Brother, you don't need facts, man. You can believe in Arsenal without believing in the manager. I don't know how that is controversial. If I feel a certain way about an issue, like I'm an armament technician, so I'm into guns. right? So if I feel a certain type of way about this issue, or from a fiscal conservative, it don't mean I lean one way politically or not. This is how I feel about this issue. I love my club. I just don't fancy the manager because he showed me over and over and over again that he's not good enough. One way loyalty is stupidity. MJ's the GOAT. Yeah, he is. But I couldn't stand that fucker when he played. I couldn't. I hated the sight of him because he would destroy my team. But I couldn't pretend that he wasn't that guy. Caps, I know that, but next time you talk, please, with one drop that because then they shut up. They fluster first. They fluster, then they shut up. Reminder: if you haven't hit the like button, please do so. Yeah, we're almost at 20 likes, people. Almost at my daily target of 20 likes. I hear it. Big up to my brother Views in the chat. Big up to you, my bro. I'm slowly working my way down. Slowly but surely. Ronaldinho seeing him live baller. Brother, you couldn't take your eyes off the screen. You would see man get doubled up on, tripled up on. Be like, okay, I can go grab a snack now. Nothing's going to come out of this. Then you watch Sports Center later that night. You be like, oh, shit, how did he get out of that? Will not accept any slander from that guy. Question: do you understand why Trossard has been given an improved contract? The only plausible explanation I've heard was they did that because of the Kai Havertz injury. I still don't like that idea. Brother, you're already on the contract. You're already on a contract. Why we need to give you a bumper contract just because you're going to play more minutes because Kai Havertz is hurt? You're not even a striker. But that is a weird one. There's a reason why this hasn't been done before. There's a reason why when we heard that, we were like, yeah, it's not a normal thing to do. But yeah, it's only Arsenal would do some shit like that. Man, why you gotta be a Knicks fan? If the Knickerbockers lifelong Miami Heat fan here from the Alonzo Mourning, Tim Hardaway, that was the rivalry. When I saw my head coach being tossed around like a rag doll by Alonzo Mourning's feet, PJ Brown and them, man, Tim Hardaway, brother. Yeah, man. But that rivalry doesn't bite anymore like it used to. So yeah, I hated watching you, man, do a back-to-back when LeBron went to South Beach. Caps, I'm jealous. I'm not gonna lie. I have to see the legend Ronaldinho live. That's an honor, brother. Yeah, I saw him, man. I saw him not for I saw him in 06, the World Cup. I never saw him for Barca. I saw him because I was in Germany when the World Cup was in Germany in 06. So I saw him there. But what a guy, man. The way he glides about the pitch he was just elegant with it, But yeah, big him up every single time. I will accept no slander. Yeah, I don't get that whatsoever. It was a mad one. Maybe the doctor can explain it to us, but I didn't get that one at all. Big up to Cooper in the building. Our combat medic, brother. Hope you are well, my guy. Blessings to you every single time. Haven't asked how the injury, bro. I started to get ahead of myself yesterday. Thanks for asking. I'm feeling well, man. I'm feeling well. Hopefully 1 September I am walking normally. Probably will still be in the brace just for till I, pass all the range of motion and strengthening tests. But it's going well, man. I can't believe it's been 2 months since I've, had my knee cut open and screws drilled into my kneecap. But it's all good. Thank you again for asking. Man, Washington State is beautiful. Was staying in West Seattle. Did Mount Rainier, Cascades, Leavenworth. Definitely my kind of vibe up there, man. It's fantastic, man. This time of year, between June and August, fantastic. Love it. The evergreen state, my brother. The greenest grass you'll ever see in your life. Yeah, great stream yesterday. Yeah, that handled himself like a class experienced YouTuber. Did he not, Cooper? Yeah, man. Big him up every single time. This man is in Egypt, Egypt. Big up to Views every single time. Enjoy yourself, my brother. Get back to these YouTube streets. I still see you putting in the work over there, but big up to you every single time. Hope all is well. Wahaha says Richarlison greater than Holland. R9, yeah? R9 better than H9. Yeah, I know a lot of people who are upset at Holland FPL this weekend, but yeah, I'm not one of them. He wasn't in my team. I had to choose between him and Mo Salah. Yeah, and at least Mo will get you an assist when he's not in the game. Holland not in the game, bro don't give you nothing. The operation seems intent on improving the stadium in 2028. Stadium improvement. We need to improve our damn trophy. Dappin's going on. Try to skip through the Dappin stuff. Big up to Kwaja in the building. Try to catch up with the comment. Big up to TKA in the chat. Hi, brother. Hope you are good. Cooper said, I watched Liverpool versus AC Milan. Oh, man. The biggest choke job in the history of sports, yeah? Yeah. Insane stuff. And that's the thing, right? Carlo did that choke job, and no one associates Carlo with being a serial butler because we went on to win everything else since. But you're 3-0 down at halftime with that team, and you lose. That's what I call that night, man. Biggest choke job in the history of sports. In the history of football. I've seen bigger choke job. I've seen a bigger choke job in the NFL. The Falcons and the Patriots Super Bowl in 2016? 2015 or 2016. Man, we're up 20-43 and lost in the fourth quarter. Lost the game. I'm at the first of 2 3-year-olds' birthday party. Had to stop in. 2-0 to the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners. God bless. Big up to Cooper, man. That's love, bro. That's love, man. Greatly appreciated. Hope you are well. Vigilante, Ronnie, Messi, Eto. I'd never forget it. These ballers, man. That's for people who just started watching football. I feel sorry for them because they will never get to see pure flair and actual ballers with tech. Man, they knew. Man, when speed was a plus, right? Speed, P&P was a plus. It wasn't that you can run fast and jump high. You're a footballer. That was a plus. You needed the tech, a certain level to get. That's the level. These men here, man, ballers, absolute ballers. I'm a pro. I put Richarlison, Vicario, and Van de Ven in my team. Wow, damn. So you're one of them that just be running away. You look at their team and you be like, how these men are 200 points clear of me in match week 5? Yeah, man, just make these mad. So clean sheet. He had a brace last week. Yeah. Van de Ven probably got bonus points today for another clean sheet. Price is gonna rise. And wow, it's killing it. My team used to be the Seattle Supersonics campaign. The glove. Sean still walks around these Seattle streets. He has the key to the city. They love him out here, man. They love him. Even Vin Baker still gets a lot of love out here as well. Vigilante bigging up views. Some more dappings going on. I went to see Ricky Kaká just to see Liverpool drop a masterclass. Yeah, masterclass. I'm calling it Carlo's biggest choke job. Max Diamond will be on bench today. So off of that, if you joined earlier, I was saying this shouldn't even be a question. The question we should be asking is, how many minutes will he get, or will he play? Because the way catch is going on about what Arteta's going to do to him this season, we shouldn't be asking if he's going to make the bench. Arteta's going to do this and he's going to do that. He's going to play less minutes than Ethan did last year. We were screaming for Ethan to play more minutes last year. We were. With all the injuries and the poor form of Odegaard and the injuries to Odegaard and the injuries to Saka, Ethan only played 889 minutes. That's less than 10 games. And this year, with Odegaard having to play, must play, because Odegaard, Mikel is not going to drop his captain because of what Tony said. He's going to double down. He doesn't want to look weak. That's going to affect Max Diamond's minutes. Max minutes will be affected. Ethan minutes will be affected by that. So we will see. He makes bench, should make bench. That should be a given. We should be asking, is man going to touch pitch? We need to look out for Abdul Fatawa today. Is that a Leeds player? Not gonna pretend like I know him. 90s Heat Knicks battle was lit. Brother, it was violence. It was UFC on a basketball court. Ewing versus Morning, Kiana versus brother. It was Solid Brown, era out of Miami slamming $3 Long Island with South American birds. Yeah, man, the South American birds, they fly well. Your favorite Arsenal kit by Arsenal. I like the gold and black one, the one that we won the league in at Old Trafford. That was my favorite. That was my favorite kit. I love that thing. I'm so waiting for us to start winning so I can actually wear my merch on stream instead of my warrant officer hoodies. And people, I got 1,000 of these. It's not the same. It's not the same hoodie that I wear every day. It's just this is the warrant officer uniform. This is called the Eagle Rising. Yeah, it's called the Eagle Rising. It's the eagle. It's the emblem of United States Army warrant officers. And we're just a proud bunch, so we wear the shit everywhere. So all my gears. I want to wear my kids' Dana, but this club, man, this damn club. I created my team yesterday, expecting Spurs to show up. Yeah, I hear it. It's a safe bet every year. It's life, taxes, death, and Tottenham beating Man City home or away. They do beat them every single year. Diamond on the bench, the kid will go right to the top. Are you telling me or asking? Is the league out? Is the game out? Did the squad get lineup is out? No, I don't have it on my foot mob yet, but we'll see. Sean Kemp is a legend. Saw him at the local dispo market in the Strange. Yeah, man, he's out here. Put on a couple of lbs over the year, a couple of pounds, but he is that guy. This Brentford game really has a name like Sade. We need the sub sucker off way more. Perfect chance to see Max in action. I hear it. We hear it. The rivals hear it. The ops hear it. Everyone hears it except for Lego Head. TK say I got Spurs in the top 6 this season. Now TK, my position is I haven't done my prediction yet because I'm waiting till the transfer window closes because there are still some big dominoes to fall. As it comes to Arsenal, changes things for us. If Rodrigo goes to City, that changes things for him. That resulted in might change things for City, might change how they think. I know we need to keep Savinho. So on 1 September, when the window shuts, I'll do my predictions. However, I will predict this. Like I will reiterate this because I have predicted it before. That the top 6 resets this season. The top 6 will be Arsenal, Man United, Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Tottenham. It will reset. Newcastle, Villa, all them, man, will be best of the rest there and thereabouts between 6 and 10, But the top 6 will, the traditional big 6, top 6 will reset. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Also put in two. Well, haha, you're the only Man United fan that I like, but you're right. You be saying so right. You are a top level troll. Big up to you, man. Big up to Wahaha. Thank you so much for what you said earlier. I am so honored to be one of my brother. And that's the thing. Like you earned that. Yeah, you don't have to do any of this. I value people's time. You know what I'm saying? How many things could you do right now? Now, how arrogant of me to think I'm this good at YouTube that I get AJ from another side of the world to be in my channel, being a mod. How, like seriously, how arrogant would I be to think I'm that good at this? I'm not paying you. Also, thank you for all that you do. I really appreciate it, my bro. Seriously. No cap. I got City as the biggest flop. I don't know. I think a couple of people had Chelsea as their biggest flop, especially they went 1-0 down today. I was hearing it, and then they put 5 past them. But then again, West Ham, Wolves, tax there. It's one of them ones. Yeah, City could flop, but Pep looked a little panicky today, right? Bringing on Roger. When I was reading injury reports that Roger wasn't going to be back until after the September international break. but he was forced on today. That was a, Foden came on. What has happened to that boy? What the hell has happened to Phil Walter Foden? And I know his real name because that's what Man City players and fans used to say about him when he won PFA Player of the Year. Philip Walter Foden. It's Saka. It's Palmer. And it's this. And the boy had tech. I'm not gonna pretend like he didn't have tech. But what happened? How you go from PFA Player of the Year to last year to this? To not even started, to the point where everyone was saying how lucky are Man City. It would cost 120 to 50 million pounds to replace Kevin De Bruyne, but we have the answer right here in our academy in Phil Walter Foden. And bang, what the hell happened? AJ is a great bro. He's brother. Hardest working mod on YouTube, man. Big up to AJ every single time. Our Chelsea prediction almost came good, but I was sitting on that 3-1 like, ooh, but at halftime, that West Ham team had no fight in them. I thought it was going to be 7 or 8. Yeah, man. Legendary Martin. He's definitely among them, man. The bro works so hard for channels, man. I values people's time, brother. And the man gives us his time every day. But man just want to pop up in here and take shots at AJ. Come on, brother. I would never take $1 out your pocket, brother. What a guy, man. What a guy. Bro, it's their defense. I don't rate Diaz with no Walker. I hear it. Richarlison was all in his head today. That's the Foden is a fraud. Yeah, their defense. But now, is City going to do a City and react and go, hey, Gahey, come on. I know Liverpool wants you, but come on over. Are they going to go drop big money on Hakimi? They'll do it. Big up AJ, bigging up Wahaha. Simple question: if Pep doesn't win anything this season, nah. Pep will walk from City when he walked. Now he won't get 5 years, but they can't sack Pep. Nah. Pep is the only manager that's bigger than the club that he managed. Lineup is out, by the way, and my screen just turned green, ladies and gentlemen. Nani Madueke. Nani, are you okay? Are you okay? Oh, damn. Quasha, big up to Quasha for dropping it in the chat. My days. Oh, my days. Nani. Raya Timber. We know Calafiori gets the start. I'm shocked he started Calafiori. Well, he did score. We knew the midfield was going to be the midfield. Block 9 Saka, Madueke. Like I'm not upset at the Madueke starting. I knew. I don't care who Martinelli's been bad. He's been bad, and you give someone else a chance in it now. Obviously we all know how we feel about Nani, and but I want to see those progressive carries that Cape talks about. But obviously, yeah, I go to the line to the bench, and there he is, Max Dowman. Why does it have a 0 next to his name? Like he's wearing number 0. It says 0 for his shirt number. Trossard, Martinelli, Ethan, Marino, Dowman. Now the question is, does he get minutes? It's up to the starting lineup, right? You owe it to this young man to give him some minutes by wrapping this game up early. If this game is 1-0 in the 78th minute, we're not going to see him now, are we? So, be a team. Make that young man's day. With the exception of Madueke. But then again, I can't say that I'm surprised at it. Yeah, the team's the team. It's enough to beat Leeds, Quadra. It's enough to beat Leeds convincingly, I might add. Even though I predicted a difficult game with a 2-0 in the end. Yeah. Big up AJ every single time, Quadra. We have to, man. We have to. Like to see more buds saying, Nutty Mad is shaky. Nutty Mad is shaky. Oh, man. Yeah, Ethan is on bench, my bro. Ethan is on bench. So is young Max Dowman. Could make history today. Calafiori, the Sweet Prince, nicknamed by top gooners. Oh, my days. What we got? Is it not on bench, right? You knew it. Nah, he was Nah, man, he's somewhere filming. He's filming the this video. Physical discomfort for Benjamin White, not in the starting lineup. No guard, knock, not in the squad. Gabby Jesus. I think he's walking now. Gabby Jesus is walking now. Yeah, he's no longer on crutches. Uh, Zero homage to Russell Westbrook. Yeah, Agent zero championships for him. Hasn't even completed his move to Arsenal. Heard the medical was done. Surely they couldn't register him without doing a medical. But then again, if Arsenal Football Club can give Trossard a raise without extending this contract, you would expect Arsenal to register a player without doing the medical first. Always putting the cart before the horse. Thierry Nane is about to cook. Well, he's in the first 11 at home against a newly promoted team. Nane, what you got? Right? Nane, what you got? Cape, I'm looking for you. I'm looking for Nane to do these top 1% of progressive carries into opponent's penalty area. I'm looking for that. I'm looking for his top 4 touches in attacking penalty area, 8.15 per 90. I'm looking for all this, my brother. I want some of that to see if that translates to big chances created for our striker. That's what I'm on. Does Saka play left? There might be some interchange. Might be, but hey, we're not that fluid in it with our attack. Dana says the expectation is to announce Eze at 5 p.m. UK time from hand of Arsenal. Okay. HOA saying 5 p.m. I'll just wheel him out at halftime. But then again, you wheel him out at halftime, the damn stadium be empty. Because at the 42nd minute, everyone leaves the Emirates to go get beer. Or everyone leaves their seats to go get beer. So, you should wheel him out before the game. And the seats are full. Right before they sing North London Forever. Wheel him out. All documents signed. The move is only thing is required. I'm here it. I am here it. 5 p.m. UK time. And soon, hey, I want to see the video. I'm going to monitor the Instagram account. I'm about to become an Arsenal Instagram stalker. Spurs are top of the league. Spurs are top of the league. Where am I at? Finally caught up. Madueke cannot do much worse than Sterling, to be fair, says the Latvian Gooner. Sterling last season scored 0 goals in the Prem. 0. Man was worse than Willian. How is that even possible? Worse than Willian Borges de Silva. And Willian started out hot. Willian started out with 2 assists versus Fulham. Remember that one? The 2 assists against Fulham and shit the bed. Finished the season on 1 goal. My days. What time is it? Almost 8:30 my time. Translate into lost possessions, yeah? Or kicks it out the stadium. AJ, so I'm saying 3-1 Arsenal, Victor Gyökeres goal. He has to bang. Victor has to bang. It says, is Beho starting? I'll tell you in a second. Oh, defender number 15. He is on the bench. Wahaha. 6'3", Slovenian center back. He's in your team. He's in your fantasy team. You're gonna get a goose egg there, man. Who's your first up? Quiet just singing. That's your favorite song. Sol Campbell announcing as it would be legendary right now. Sol has to be involved in the Petit, right? Do the Petit thing when he was in the at Tottenham and they paid for his Uber or paid for his taxi. Flying Petit, flying Sol, and troll the shit out of him. A little bit of rival banter. AJ said, when I go to ladies' game, I don't see North London forever. So you feel the same way about that I feel about the kids. I won't wear my stream until we start winning. Sterling was there for vibes. Yeah, man just wanted to hang out in London for 12 months, play a little bit of football while he was there. Need my homeboy to manhandle Yuck. Serious question. And I haven't. It was too risky. It was too risky based on him starting, Mikel starting him, or him getting meaningful minutes. Well, of course, got to get my homeboys in the team. BBK check our injuries. Yadman saying there's 3 injuries. Only injuries that I'm seeing listed is Benjamin White. Now, unless someone did a Cole Palmer and pulled up during warm-ups or something. But yeah, I'm only seeing Benjamin White, physical discomfort, and Norgard. But 3 injuries, 4 injuries, 5 injuries. We have enough. We have more than enough to beat Leeds at home. First home game, year number 6, going into year number 7. We must. This is the absolute must. So it's one of them ones. People, the lineup is out. I am going to go get some breakfast, do some other stuff. I only have about an hour before kickoff. Cannot do watch along. Can't be live when the team is playing. I have to watch the game. So I have, a clear picture. I can't sit here just looking at the screen like that. It makes for a weird watch. It's a 200th game for our captain today. 200 game, no trophies. Bro better show up today. Man must. Why not in the squad due to injury? I believe what Arteta is thinking right now. Physical discomfort is what it said next to his name, Kwaja. Wafadan more like, oh, the clapped. Does Yardman have a YouTube channel? Yeah, he does. I think it's called Yardman FC or something. Yeah, he has a YouTube channel. Yardman is flying, Yardman has like 13,000. He does crazy numbers. So that's the thing, though. If you're attached to the AFTV umbrella and you get an interview after every home game and you're attached to AFTV, you will do well on YouTube. You will. If Ty started a YouTube channel, it would do fantastically well. So all the men that you see with those big, the Curtis Shaws and the Turkish, fantastic channels. But the fact that they came from the AFC umbrella really, really helped them out. You know what I'm saying? So big up to them. But like us, like me and the rest of the man who were building brick by brick, one sub at a time, is different baseline than starting with 10,000 subs out of 1.7 million from AFTV. But he does have a channel. But he does most of his work as guest appearances on that channel, on AFTV interviews after games, and on Dan Potts the Roundabout sometimes. But sometimes they make fun of his accent. They call him angry. They call him so pretty much a lot of rivals subscribe to Yardman because even though he's very passionate, they call it negativity and all that. But he is right most of the time. And whenever Arsenal lose, his interview usually get mad numbers because people want to go see him and Robbie fight. It's game week 2 and they're piling up what's going on in training. Yeah, couple of men. I seen even Nori pull up today for City. And you see Cole Palmer, they didn't have a preseason. They played a lot of football, and they and he pulled up an injury. See you later, make great background music. It keeps me calm, Kwaja. It keeps me calm. I usually turn it down when I have guests on here and I don't play it. But when it's just me, I kind of vibe. Centauri Guard. Man. But yeah, Yardman TV, that's what it is. Yardman TV, yeah, you'll find him. You'll find him, man. But big up to every single one of you. Big up to Why Not Against It. Make sure you like and subscribe here first. Big up to you, bro. Manners and respect every time. Big up to Caps. Big up to Hendo Guna. I'm just about to log off, my bro. Today is all the ingredients for a draw fest. We better not draw. Big up to this legendary chat, man. No one's going to come in here and take a shot at AJ. We're not going to do that, or any of these mods that do the work. Do some great work with these channels. We're fighting a good fight, people, and we appreciate it. Big up to every single one of you legends. Let's stay connected, people. Let's all stay connected. Like I always say, take care of yourselves and each other. Until next time. We are gone.